Jazakallah, welcome. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My name is Shafqat Ali, as you can see there. Rabbi Shrah Sadri Yassir li Amri Wahlul 'Uqdatam min Lisani Yafqahu Qawli. This is the dua we do. That means whatever is good in my heart, I want you to reach that good to your heart and make a change in your life. Today's topic: 10 steps to attain khushu or focus in Salah to transform your life through the prayer. Okay, Salah is one of the ayat says so Salah is a solution. Okay, and there's another ayah where Allah say, "My help comes through Salah." As there is a beautiful ayah there where say, "Seek help through patience and Salah." Patience is first. I want to touch on this. Truly, it's extremely difficult. Allah already put a statement there. You get a solution. All right. You get a help from me. Have a sabr and do a salah. There's another meaning for salah is a dua. It's truly difficult, but only except for the humble true believers, the people who believe in it. I want to touch a little bit more on it. But before I tell you three important things about Salah, which makes this Ibadah a bit unique than others. The first one is, this is the Ibadah most mentioned in Quran. That shows the importance that Allah repeatedly says, establish Salah, establish Salah. The second one is, this is the only Ibadah which is prescribed to every Muslim regardless. The other Ibadah like Ramadan is only once a year. The Hajj is only once in a lifetime, only for rich people who can afford. And then the third one is we do the charity is only for rich people as well. But the Salah is the fourth thing I like about Salah is every day. Not every day, 5 times in a day. So it means we need this again and again. The other beautiful thing about Salah that makes it unique, all of the, can you get my tea, please? I got a bit of bad throat. So. Thank you. All other information, Quran, Hadith, you get Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave it to us. But the Salah is one of those gifts Allah prescribed in person in Miraj to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All right. And I want to touch one thing, which is the second part of the ayah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, it's extremely difficult except for the humble true believers. All right. Also keep an eye if you get any question from the audience through comments. So just keep in there if we get it. But otherwise, we'll see how long we can go for it. If this topic goes long, we make part 2, part 3. It's difficult except for the humble true believers. Means if you ask somebody something for help and you don't get it, the most likely you lose hope naturally. But Allah already put a statement, you get it. But you have to have a sabr first. You need to wait. Sabr, another meaning of sabr is a wait. You know, sometimes you ask your mama, say, look, can I have food? Your mama say, have a sabr. Means just wait. But keep doing it. All right. I gave the other example normally the other day to say, look, if you want to go for a dietitian to weight lose program, they give you something and you go next day, say, look, I follow your recommendation, the diet and the exercise, nothing happened. What's she going to say? Keep doing it. Have patience. It won't happen overnight. All right. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. If you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you believe in this statement, whatever you need help in your life to make it better, to get your Jannah, you need to keep asking in the Salah. Now, how do you ask it? That's where we're going to the next part. To next slide, you just click on it. Yeah, that's it. First, we talk about what's a khushu. So, in the general term for a student like you is simply focus. Okay, other word concentration. Other word is to create a connection. These are steps, and we will give you very practical steps to attain it. Very practical. Which make you one. All right. What does that mean? I'll explain in a further. There means you will get, if you get to this level, when you're connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's presence, you will not be feeling anything else except Him. All right. In practical way, for example, there's a noise in a class, you're trying to talk to your teacher. She can't get it. But slowly you try to focus more, get closer. You come so closer, you can only see her or see him. And whatever she says, you listen carefully. That's what is the ultimate purpose of. You not only listen carefully, you also respond. You obey, because you have belief becomes stronger. And why we need to get this focus? The first one is to come out of the compulsive mode to awareness. You know, when compulsive means when you're doing things without any consciousness, without any awareness, that help you to aware more. This will help you in study a lot. Your ritual becomes spiritual, means instead of ritual means you just doing like a exercise. You're doing like following somebody without knowing what you're doing. Spiritual means your spirit attached to it. You know what exactly you're doing. I normally give a example. At the moment, most of us treating Salah like we are treating an orange, which we are only looking at it. Or if you get a little bit closer, we are biting only the skin. We never tasted a fruit. How do we taste it? We need to peel it. We get closer to the fruit. So this is what we're going to do. And that will help you to get a clarity in your life. When I give you example, you will know it. Clarity means when you sit down someday, you say, look, oh, I've been eating that chips long. I should not be eating. It's not healthy. But when you are eating, you don't realize. When you realize, when you are reflecting in isolation, with the focus, then you realize. But when you're doing it, you don't realize. And this is the only way you will get help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this will help same in the study and exams, because focus, everybody say, what does your teacher normally say when you're distracted? She say, please focus, it's a very important question. You need to pay attention. What does that mean? I mean, drop distraction. Don't look here and there. So we have 10 steps. Let's do the first step. You keep an eye on the clock, how far we went there. How far we went there is, 10 minutes, that's good. So we go to the first step now. Are you excited? Are you ready for first step?
Yeah.
Excellent. These are the 10 steps, by the way. We're going to summary, actually give all of them in one go. We're repeating the same ayah. By the way, it's coming from Surah Baqarah, ayah 45. Your Salah actually start with the Adhan. Not many people realize. They think when you say Allahu Akbar, there's a salah happen. No, you know, the moment Adhan happened, you started to focus towards the salah. Okay, I need to, whatever I'm doing. What's the purpose of Adhan? We'll talk about it there. But I'm giving you a very good example to remember it. You know, when you go into specialist, you've been to the specialist doctor, yeah? What do? The moment you get a call like, come and sit in the waiting room, you keep thinking about doctor now. You didn't meet him yet, meet her yet, but you're thinking about it. Then they ask you, give me your Medicare, give me this paper, give me that paper. Your appointment started. You didn't meet the doctor yet. All right? But you are, and you keep thinking about what I'm going to tell him. Or her. Let's say he's a male doctor. What are you going to tell him? My symptom, how been, that's what you're feeling, right? And also your question, very importantly. Look, doctor, I'm still having a problem with this one, right? That's you are doing it. Same thing with it. Who is the most expert in this universe, or the universe we are familiar with? Let me put this on a little silent mode, because yeah, you are going to have an appointment with the lords of the universe, Rabbul Alameen. Who else you going to ask help from? He is the expert of everything. You have questions and questions. So we recommend always, when the Adhan happen, think of where you're struggling with. All right. And then we go to the Wudu. You're getting freshened up. It's like you go for an appointment. You don't go in the shorts. You always go a little bit tidy up. And then you focus. We will talk about how your body and breath can help you to get a focus. Then we will talk about Surah Fatiha, which is the, how to say it, the translation. You already covered Surah Fatiha, didn't you? Right? So that's the Surah Fatiha is the heart of the Salah, and we'll talk about it later as well. Then we talk about the what Surah Fatiha recommend, and then how to pick it, which part the Surah I'm gonna read. Not all the time Surah Ikhlas. How to pick a Surah. All right. So we talk about as well. It's directly related to, because Quran is a solution for your life. But do I know which Quran to read, what, when? We will teach you that. And then we will talk about what to do extra in Ruku and Sujood if you need more help. And then we'll conclude with the Tashahhud, sit down and do after. So we start with the Adhan. Yeah. So we go to the first step now. Tell me why the dua, the Adhan was prescribed. What's the purpose of the Adhan? Yes.
To call people to get ready to pray.
MashaAllah. And when the call happened, what should we do? Yes, Siman? You wudu. Why they give a gap between the Adhan and the actual Salah? Yeah?
So everyone can get ready to pray.
Yeah. Excellent. You guys know what we normally do. We say, okay, let the Iqamah happen, then I rush. That is the time, okay, your appointment is coming soon, so you get ready, your number been called now. I need to wrap up whatever I'm doing. So it's, but not all the time you need to join in the second rakah. Okay. And while you getting Adhan, you getting the name Hayya al Falah, Hayya al Salah. You know, get the Salah, here's a Salah, here's a Falah. All right, you get the Falah. Falah mean this, you get the benefit from it, right? Now, what you should come with, whatever you are struggling since last Salah, it can be a hard question, an argument with a friend, you have health challenge, any challenge. Just keep thinking about how I'm gonna ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me, what dua I'm gonna do it, What is in the Quran mentioned about? So you keep thinking about it. Sure, Salah started. Talk less, do less things, because you're going towards a Salah. Focus won't come like this. It's a process. Slowly you're getting your drop. Like anybody talk to you, can you come to look after the Salah? If somebody say, look, can you finish this first? And I say, look, after the Salah, because that happened. My mother used to say, on time Salah is a Salah. When you do afterwards, it's like you're knocking a door on, knocking your head on the wall. You just did a ritual because you didn't get this seed. You know, if somebody give you fruit and somebody take the fruit out and give you the skin and you chew the skin, you're not getting the fruit. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala established the Salah. So in the homes, always call the Adhan. So let together, because togetherness, you get 27 times more reward. So this is the first step, and believe it, that's Salah you started. Same with the wudu. Look at the wudu ritual, the wudu size is basically freshen you up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I've been thinking about what is the purpose of putting a hand, wet hand here, or wet hand here. These are your five senses. These are your perception tools Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you. Perceive information. Your hand, touch, your nose, smell, this one. And they swear for the males especially to get these things to activate your brain nerves. So you basically, you know, my father used to say, whenever I feel like a bit tired or just a little bit downy, he said, go just freshen up your face. Do it with it. Regardless, I'm not, just do. It's good to have, especially in the summer. It helps. And also, you're going to meet a Lord. You want to be look like, you know, nice. Okay. And it's also good for you know, having a extra things, putting a something ether, or these are the extra things. Whatever you do extra, Allah will like it, you know. So these are thing we did. And now tell me, what is the, once you did, you come early 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes early. What do you do? You are in a Salah. After Adhan, you are in a Salah. What you do? Yeah.
You can get ready.
Get ready. You already ready. You done the wudu. Yes.
You can do when you're early and everything. You can do because
Zikr. What is the zikr for? To keep you calm, because you're waiting. Waiting is not easy. Zikr make you calm. It has Allah's name. Yes.
Or maybe you can do some sunnah prayers.
Sunnah prayer. That's the question I'm looking for. That's why the sunnah is optional, made optional for those who come early. They enjoy the extra bit. This is like a warm up salah. You know, if you come early to the ground for practice for match, you come early. You're gonna sleep in the corner? No, you just go and make a 2 round. You get extra benefits. All right. And even if you feel like you didn't do pay more attention, you can do sunnah afterwards as well. So look, let's do a little bit more focus. So that's where the sunnah's importance is there. Okay. So what is Iqamah?
The call to prayer.
Call to prayer. What's the difference? We have 2 extra lines in there. Yes.
the short call before the actual, before like they say Allah Akbar.
Yeah. Because instead of saying, come, we are starting a Salah, we have a Sunnah, one unified way to call people. Look, after the Iqamah, in reality, we shouldn't talk a single word. It means, Qad Qamat is Salah means Salah is straightened up, it's ready now. No more talk. Imam, everybody should not be talking. So it is for like we're sitting down there, instead of saying, okay, we're starting a Salah. He said, what? No, it's just saying, look, we have Iqamah, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. So everybody know, without telling them, that after that there'll be a few second time. Then otherwise I'll miss my takbir ula, mean the first takbir. What say? All right. And there's a beautiful tradition I learned from someone. Follow the Imam with the two extra words, Samina Atana. I heard, I follow. We heard, we follow. And then you enter in a Salah. There's another beautiful, to get a more focus. They say, when you do this, assume you're dropping every other thought other than what you need is, what you're looking for to connect to your Lord. Focus is nothing more than dropping distractions, not to think other things. When you're not thinking about other things, you only think about what you're doing. And what are you doing? Praying. Okay? So that's where we are in a Iqamah now. And you are entering into the specialist meeting room or his office. All right? You are there now. Okay? And the fourth, where we will conclude maybe today, the fourth one is body and breath. What does that mean? As I said, focus has many elements. One is mental, one is physical, and in between the two, there's a beautiful thing called breath. If I take a breath away from you, you will drop like a, the beads necklace without the thread. You know what I mean? If somebody just suddenly lose a breath, they'll fall dead. So first thing you need to focus on to keep your body steady, calm, not moving. The first challenge I feel with the kids, if I put a camera on you for 5 minutes, you will be surprised without you knowing you're moving too much. Like I can see the feet going up, somebody just had it. And I see in the Salah too much. People just do this. This is actually sign of anxiety, sign of their restlessness. So you start practicing, I need to be steady. It's like a very senior person talking to me. And I'm like a kind of soldier mode. I need to be just listening. All right, have a balanced feet, no movement. And knee, shoulder just like this. So it shows the alertness. Soldier is a great example. And go in a listening mode. In even a silent Salah, the Dhuhr and Asr, you just, if you follow one madhab where you don't say, if you say your Surah Fatiha, that's great. But if you're just quiet, just be quiet. Quiet means practice not to think anything, just showing sabr. So remember this ayah, sabr and salah. You are in a wait mode and making dua. It's same like you ask mother, can I have food? And you just sit down quietly. And the food come to you. You know that. But if you keep interrupting, food will come quicker or later. Later, because she is entangled by you. But this is not the case with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's a master of all universes. And now we come to the second part, which we'll talk about it. We covered it many times before, but we'll cover it again, about Surah Al-Fatiha, which is mean. You remember the other name of Surah Fatiha? Yes?
The mother of the Quran.
Yeah, opening of the Quran, yes.
The half Salah.
Yes, Heart of Salah, yes. What else we call? So this Fatiha means the key, opening key to your success. That's why everywhere in our tradition, if somebody die, we say Surah Fatiha. Somebody sick, also there's another name, Ashifa, right? You are student too, you can say things. You want to add anything?
Nice. The opinion.
Yeah, so in the next lesson, we'll schedule, keep an eye on our channel, subscribe to it so you know next lesson will be on Surah Fatiha. We'll be talking about meaning, and Surah Fatiha for me, the understanding. You already done it, but so that is very important because remember, in the middle of Surah Fatiha, what we call Allah when we say Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Yes, Iman.
You alone worship.
Yes.
You
And what's the
alone.
next part? Yes. Go
You
ahead.
alone.
Yeah. What's the next part? Yes.
You're the only one we ask for help.
Yes. And what's the next one? And what help we ask for?
Guide us on
Guide
Salat.
us.
Exactly. Exactly. Guide us to the right path. Means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm stuck with this question. My teacher's not happy. I want to do it. Guide me. And suddenly you will see once your awareness eyes open. Okay. If you have any question about this one, you can also leave a comment there. People, audience outside. And we will be, the next lesson will be on Surah Fatiha in a practical way. We'll be sharing these. If anybody needs slides, drop your comment there. We can give it to you, the PDF of this one as well. Jazakallah khair, and may Allah put a barakat to Salah. We have Zohar time coming soon. We all can practice what we learned now. Okay, if you have wudu, that's fine. Otherwise, we will be doing Salah at 1:15. Somebody call the Adhan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.